And again, a really important moment in your grief journey is when you decide to go on a retreat. And could you talk a little bit about that retreat and also body psychotherapy and how that fits together?
Yeah, well, it was several months in, and I was aware that I'd slightly slipped back into the dealing role. And I was offered, as a journalist, I often go and review retreats, and I was offered the chance to go and review a retreat that focused on grief, and it was a psychotherapeutic retreat, which every bone in my body was like, oh dear God, I can't imagine anything I want to do less. But I also knew that it was probably precisely that reaction showed me how necessary it was, and that I was avoiding it for a reason. And it gave me a chance. I think it was 5 or 6 days with no phones and no outside contact, and a group of people all being very, very expertly and gently led through different exercises that were both cerebral and movement and music and deep work and surface work and writing and all sorts of things. Again, because everybody's grief is different and everybody's going to respond to different things in different ways. And we did a lot of movement there, and I realized how much I'd been holding. Again, going back to that initial trauma response of when we go into fight or flight or freeze, our whole body responds because we feel like we need to respond to the threat physically. And sometimes we just can't dissipate that. So our muscles are tight and we grip and we're kind of locked. And then because we're so afraid of the emotions surfacing, we keep the muscles on, we keep the emotions like they actually can stay in our cells. I mean, there's several book titles by psychotherapists who work in body psychotherapy, like The Body Keeps the Score, or The Body Remembers, or The Issues Are in Our Tissues. So at a very cellular level, quite as well as the kind of in the muscles and the skeletal system, we hold stuff in. And so finding a way to release that through movement can be really powerful.
Yeah, I think.
And I definitely found that I was so tired and so heavy and so tense. And the release, the emotional release that was able to follow the physical release was quite enormous.